So the other week on the show, there was a reference to Kenji hanging out in girls' bathrooms since high school. What was your reaction when you saw that in the script?
It wasn't in the script. Actually, it wasn't. That wasn't the original voiceover. So I didn't see it until, like everyone else, I was watching the show live that night, and I was expecting the line that I heard, or the line that I read in the script, and then Charlie said that line, and I thought first of all, I thought it was pretty great. It was pretty brilliant, and I thought it was well done, and it was a good inside joke. So it was kind of perfect, actually.
What's it like having Mandy Moore as part of the show now?
Oh my God, I love her. I take every opportunity to sing "Oh Mandy" to her, and she loves it.
And you were just doing that on set, weren't you?
I do. I love her. I think she's first of all, she's completely lovely, and what a professional, and she's been a great addition to the cast. She's fit right in. So
now, when we talked before, we talked about your character's relationship with Nurse Jackson. Yeah. Can you also talk about his relationship with Brittany, because it's so fun?
Yeah, well, I mean, that has been developing. That's actually been a lot of some of the best parts of creating this character and discovering him. I think he is both. He finds her funny and endearing, and he also gets slightly frustrated with her naivete. So I feel like I'm constantly doing this balancing act of, laughing at her and feeling sorry for her.
Do you think sometimes he kicks her over to Nurse Jackson just to be a smart aleck?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think, there's a bit of a hazing situation too, right? She's the new girl. I've been there forever, and so I want her to earn her stripes a bit, and I want to toughen her up a little bit, because you need to be a little tough when you're a nurse, especially with these kids.
Does Kenji get as distracted by Dr. McAndrew as everyone else does?
Yes, but he's much better at covering. He's been doing it a lot longer. I think the great thing about my relationship, Kenji's relationship with Dr. McAndrew, and my relationship with Dave Annabelle, is that he enjoys my overt flirtations.
And
it's safe with me.
Has Kenji bonded more with any of the specific kids?
I think there's been a real development in my relationship with Kara. I think I've said this before, is that I think Kenji sees a bit of himself or who he was in Kara, and I think he gives her a harder time and is harder on her because he knows underneath all of that bravado there's a hurt little girl under there, and he's less willing to put up with her shenanigans. So, but he's more willing to call her on it. He gives her more tough love than any of them. Yeah.
Well, you were talking about his past. Are we going to develop or see any of that on screen?
I mean, I think it's still a possibility. It's not going to probably be this season, but I think when we get a second season, I think we'll probably see some of that.
What else is coming up in the next couple of weeks that you're allowed to talk about? What's airing?
I think what's exciting about the next couple of episodes is that we get a nice view into Nurse Jackson's life, and it's a life that I'm familiar with as Kenji, but as an audience, and also some people at the hospital get to really see who this woman is and what her life is like outside of the hospital, and why she is who she is. And Octavia gives a brilliant performance, as is expected.